Anthony J. Villa.
J. Villa, you don't often say the J.
No, it's for Josephine.
All right.
Jesus.
Where are we at right now?
We are at Passaconaway, final day of the 2-day Pin High Club Championship, 2024 Pin High Club Championship. And boy, do we have some stuff to talk about. Lots of stuff to talk about.
Hey, before we get into that, I just want to say, the Pin High podcast does listen to the review we get.
We got a review.
We got a review.
We did get a review.
We got a review. And it's important to address because we listened to our review and our listener is...
I rode with the reviewer yesterday.
Our listener is important. So I just want to say, you know, it is important that we address what's going on in the club and we address the scores. Occasionally we have a little fun with it, but the review has been heard. We do listen to our review.
Do you know what the review said? I have the review quoted in my head.
Well, I think it was just about...
I take this personally.
Yeah, I think it was just about, you know, maybe there wasn't a lot of focus.
No, the review said...
Yeah, maybe there was
that was terrible.
Yeah, there was maybe too much fun. You know, fun. We don't want to have fun on this podcast.
I was a live participant in the last podcast, even though I wasn't here.
Yeah.
One Jimmy Reynolds. Sometimes you hear his name when he wins, I don't know, skins or something. Anyway, he had me on the live while you guys were doing the podcast. I thought the podcast went swimmingly.
I thought it was a fun podcast. We had a great time. And
Russ Moran is a great
I'm sorry if the information didn't get across to the audience.
Listen.
All 18 of our
You can't
listeners.
be everybody's friend.
Yeah, so...
You can't be everybody's friend.
We're just throwing this out there. We listened to the review.
We do take the review seriously.
We're taking the feedback, and we want to make sure that everybody out there is very happy with how we handle the podcast.
You know what, Mike? We will take your criticism, we will take your input, and we will move from there. We will adjust. No names, Mike Mackin. None at all.
No.
We love you.
So on with the podcast. So we're at
on
the Club
podcast,
Championship?
Club Championship. Day 2, Pin High Club Championship.
And we had day 1. We missed a day 1
Just
podcast.
an epic time. We had 15, 16?
12.
12 amazing players showed up. 12 players that actually put this on their calendar. I don't know, 10 months ago, Steve Daniels, when you put out the calendar? 10 months ago that actually cared about this weekend. Personally, I know a couple of stories about this weekend. People missing kids' birthdays to be here. Murphy. Anniversaries to be here. Vacations to be here. We take this day seriously.
No, in the club, people prioritize this weekend. It is Club Championship weekend.
As Mike Gilbert said earlier, who we might meet later, he said it's the Club Championship. Forget about the Tournament of Champions, which, I don't know, you might have won that or something. The Tournament of Champions, just like, it's a cumulative thing. The Club Championship determines the best of the best over 2 days.
And you know what? If you don't want to show up, we don't want to have you.
We don't want to have you. Right. Country Fest? Yeah, I went last night. Yeah. I'm still here.
Anthony went to Country Fest. He showed up to the Club Championship. You have a wedding. I don't care if it's your brother.
No.
Or your sister.
You're showing up here at the Club Championship.
You show up at the club this thing.
You're right. Exactly. You'll probably get married again. And you have 10 months to figure it out.
American statistics would say that if someone's getting married this weekend, they're probably going to get married again at some point.
Russ and Tony Baloney are in San Francisco together.
Do we want to go there?
It's a PC podcast.
Yeah.
We're going to stay away from that.
Clean.
They're in San Francisco.
We're not going to say
all
what they might be up to.
All the places in the country they could have went. Grand Tetons.
Let's just say they might have a 1-bed hotel room.
Woo!
They probably have a 1-bed.
Right. They could have been the Gunquit and made this tournament.
They probably have a 1-bed hotel room.
Right. Good. Hey, good for them.
Yeah.
Gotta love the one you're with.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
You heard the term spooning?
Spooning, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a ladle.
Who's the
2 ladles?
Who's the big spoon?
That's 2 ladles. That's ladling.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
All right, let's get to the facts. As you see, it's Anthony J. Villa, Stephen P. Brophy, and Crickets.
Oh, wait.
Crickets.
Is there someone that usually promotes this podcast, runs this podcast?
The voice of the podcast.
The voice.
The lead.
The guy.
Podcast. We're just color.
Yeah.
The lead guy. The Ron Burgundy.
Usually we're just messing around.
The Ron Burgundy, the Adam Nelson of the podcast, isn't here. That's a deep cut.
James W. Troup.
James W. Troup
is missing.
listen, benefit of the doubt, he probably has something family going on.
Something very important.
He hasn't been home in a few days. Him and I both traveled to Memphis, FedEx St. Jude.
Fair enough.
Thanks for talking.
Yeah.
We were both in Memphis.
Yeah.
He had a busy weekend. He had a daughter's birthday or something he was dealing with at the Cape last night. He had a show. I went to Country Fest. He went to some show on the Cape. Benefit of the doubt, but he's not here.
Club Championship podcast? No, James W.
I'm calling butthurt.
So we're probably not going to get any results at this point, but I'm going to go as far as to say that if someone left a little early and didn't want to do a podcast, maybe they didn't win.
Maybe they didn't win. Maybe they didn't win.
Well, you have the results.
I do have the results.
Yeah,
Maybe they didn't win.
Yeah, maybe they didn't win.
We're going to bring in the Troup stand-in right now. We're going to bring in Michael Gilbert. He's our third. Michael Anthony Gilbert.
Michael
Great
A.
middle name.
Michael
Michael A. Gilbert. We
Gilbert.
always need a third. It was Russ Moran, who does a fabulous job. I don't know if
He
you know
did
that.
all right, yeah.
Great job. While you weren't here, we were thinking about replacing you with Russ Moran. Just saying.
I would replace me.
No, you're not. You're irreplaceable. Irreplaceable.
Thank you.
Some might think you're not, but most, I
Michael
do.
Magan.
It is what it is. Listen, everyone's
Hey, we're
a
staying
free
on
country.
We're staying on script.
Staying on
today.
script. Michael
We listened to the review.
Anthony Gilbert. First of all, we're welcoming you into the podcast.
Thank you very much.
We were in the same group today. We had an epic day. Epic day 2.
If I can speak,
Yeah, speak all you want.
Without Troup, it's a free
It's a
podcast.
freak. Wait, let me do it. Shut the fuck up.
I'm out of here. I get to experience 2 days of great golf. Our friend here,
Easy on the results.
who's on,
Yeah,
the
easy on
middle,
the results.
in the middle chair,
We don't want to give away the ending.
shot the best round of his life
I had fun yesterday.
yesterday, and it was so nice to
He bumped
see
his
that.
cherry.
I was rooting for him, and
Final group today?
we'll just say,
Hey, we were final group today.
final
All three
group-
of us.
Final group.
Final
Hey,
group.
was Troup in the final group today?
No.
Oh, Troup was
No.
not.
Maybe that's the reason he's not
Maybe
here.
that's why he's not here.
Maybe.
So
We
all,
can only speculate.
all three of us are in the final group.
We can only
And,
speculate.
and Michael Gilbert, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much
Fill
for
in.
having me.
Fill in. Russ is
So
in
yeah,
here, Troup
no,
is
I
in
had
here,
a
Michael
fun day
Gilbert.
today. We got to play 2 days together.
Beautiful.
You know, old Scott Links is a random pairing, and whatever happens, happens. And then when you get to day 2 of the club championship, you know what happens? They reset.
They reset.
And what
Handicaps get adjusted.
It happens.
Yeah, and you get in the group you're appropriately played with, and the last group is usually in the lead. And
This is not your first final group either.
I mean, I'm in a lot of final
You've been in
groups.
a few final groups
I've been in a lot of
in
final
Pin High League. I don't know about what else you
No,
do.
I've been in a lot of
Your
final
final
groups.
groups.
What do you mean, what else?
I've seen you be successful. I've seen you blow
dancing.
square dancing. I've seen you be successful. I've seen you blow up. I've
No,
seen you have a
the
day.
only one,
Juniper
the only club championship I've won, I came from behind in a hurricane.
in a hurricane.
In a hurricane.
Here.
Right here.
Right here at Passaconaway.
Right here at Pascagoula.
The course he owns.
Yeah,
It should be called Stephen Brophy's Passaconaway.
I've been in the final group at Juniper, and not had a successful day.
You didn't have a good day. I was there.
Couple
with
of second places.
I was with you. Yeah.
Well, Andrew Moore, was that the one?
you.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't even know who that is. A couple second places. But hey, you know what? I love the club championship. It brings us all together.
It does. It's a
It
great
is-
event.
it is-
Everyone should sign up for it. And next year, don't miss it.
What are you doing?
I've missed one in 24 years.
It's the most important championship of any club, whether it's a traveling league
And spoiler alert,
Or PGA.
or a private club, or if you're a member
Or
of the
PGA.
golf course.
spoiler alert for Tim Goodwin, who's going to go to Country Fest tonight. Kenny Chesney brings his mother out on stage at the end. So spoiler alert, have
Yeah.
fun watching
Hey,
this.
you ruined that.
Yeah, he'll watch us next
Good luck,
week.
Timmy.
Who's Kenny Chesney?
I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
So
All right.
anyway, so here we are.
Here we are. Let's get into some of the results from yesterday.
Where do you want to start?
First of all, we'll start with you breaking 80.
Holy
I mean,
Stephen Brophy has never broken 80. He
Holy
popped his
shit.
cherry yesterday. He broke 80 with a what?
77.
77.
That's better than 79.
All right, we're gonna go
Started
1,
out
2,
with a
3,
double.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Started out with a double.
Started out
We'll
with a
start.
double.
We'll start with Steve Daniels. Yesterday,
Oh my God.
Just
let's
do
go.
yesterday's results.
A
Yeah.
couple of closest to the pins. Ricky Keefe on 3, Anthony Villa on 8. Thank you. Derek Levine on 13, and Stephen P. Brophy on 16.
I got the money right here.
Got the
shot.
money.
I got the
Low
shot.
gross was me at a 75. I had a day. Low net, Derek Levine with 68 or 69. And the drawing was Mike Mackin. There you go, Mike Mackin. I think Mike Mackin
totally
won
wrong.
So you had a close spin yesterday?
Yeah,
Gibby, how many close spins you have
he
yesterday?
didn't have any.
How many close spins did Troup have
I'm going to
yesterday?
say
He didn't
0.
have any.
Oh, all right.
Well,
So,
we're probably not going to say Troop's
Although
name
I
a lot
did hit a green
now that
once
we've covered that he's
yesterday.
not here.
but we're representing the podcast.
Representing the podcast.
2 close to pin yesterday.
By the way, who won the podcast killer Paramutual? Was that you?
I don't think so.
I bet on myself.
I bet.
Derek's not in it.
I also
It was
bet
me,
on-
you. It was me, you, and Troop. I think I might have won it, but we don't know because he didn't give us the results. We got the money, we didn't get the results.
Yeah.
We didn't pay out Paramutuals.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I got $2 from Paramutual.
Woohoo!
And I bet on you and Derek and Gibby. And we were on the final group.
All right, here we go. We're gonna go over results from yesterday, Gib. You ready? Gibby, you ready?
You call that a podcast? Unwatchable. A couple things are very evident. A, you need me. B, we don't need this many people on the desk anymore. It's gonna be me and Anthony, and that's it. Let's review. Winner, day 1, Steve Brophy, carting out Anthony Villa. First observation, they didn't win the club championship, couldn't hold on. Winner, day 2, Steve Daniels. Observation.
There we go.
He sucked day 1. Winner for the 2-day club championship, Derek Levine. Congratulations, Derek. Well worth it. You saved the club so much noise that was going to be yapped by either Brophy, Villa, or Gibby. Thank you, Derek. You did the league a tremendous justice. East Lake, I had to get out of there, guys. I wasn't going to listen to it. I just wasn't. And I didn't want to say anything that I wasn't going to regret a little bit later. Thus, I'm taking a month off. Good luck. First prediction, Shining Rock winner, not James W. Troup. Winner at Candia, not James W. Troup. Winner of the TOC, James W. Troup. I'm going to be rounding into form. Sunday, post-lesson dip. Monday, continued the dip. Now we're going to begin the rise, the trajectory to the TOC winners. Let's see. Team play, you guys figure it out. Winners of the Paramutual, you guys figure it out. You've already been paid. You know who you are. Here's the bottom line. I had to come to East Lake to actually watch some good golf. There isn't one person that would be allowed on this course from the Pin High League. However, we are recruiting. We are trying to get some things in place, like some cross-league competitions. Let's do it. It's time to put some energy back into this league. Let's do it. Let's make the TOC, let's make the club championship great again. From East Lake, James W. Troup, Pin High Podcast. Pain. You know what else is pain? Winning the Pruner. Day 1 Pruner winner, Rick Keefe, -14. Pain. Day 2, Mike Mackin. I think he had COVID too. -19. Snatched it from me. The 2-day painful Pin High Podcast Pine Tree Pruner for the club championship. The VP, Michael Mackin, taking it with him all the way to North Conway. Out of there faster than me too, by the way. Congrats, Mike.
End of the 2-day. Steve Daniels wins day 1. Steve Brophy wins day 2. Derek Levine wins the whole thing overall, and then scoots out of here. Bought a couple of drinks. I don't know, maybe. Steve Daniels bought me a drink today. We have a picture here of being the beer bitch. Here he is, right here. Beer bitch.
Solid.
And that's it.
didn't
That's it.
spill it
The
either.
club championship, 2024 club championship. Sans James Troup, James W. Troup. I don't know.
What's his name? Who cares?
James W. Troup, not here. No one gives a fuck. And that's it.
Michael Anthony
We out?
Gilbert and
Great group today, guys.
77 Steve Brophy.
Broke 80. Broke 80.
Solid.
We're out of here. We're out. We'll see you at Shining Rock. Good luck there. I think I got it all. I think I'll piece it together. Corn.